Hi, I'm Dr. Emily Griffiths, and today we're going to talk about mindfulness. We often live our lives on autopilot. We don't really tend to pay attention to the present because our minds are racing. We're worrying about things that might happen in the future, and we're ruminating about things that have happened in the past. So actually, at times, our minds can be pretty unhelpful to us. Our attention can be taken away from what we're doing right here, right now, and that can leave us feeling really low in mood and anxious. You might have the experience of your life just going by without you really fully being there for it. You might have reached a destination without having any real recollection of how you got there, or gobbled down all your dinner without really getting a chance to savour it. So mindfulness can be described simply as present moment awareness. An awareness of what's going on in our inner world and the outside world. It's actively deciding to train our minds in awareness, just as we would train our muscles at the gym. And it's really about wakening up to life. And with that, sort of bringing along qualities like compassion and understanding, kindness, and bringing those qualities into the rest of our lives. So you're likely to have experienced mindfulness in many moments in your life. So for me, when I'm watching a sunset, I really notice my mind slowing down as I'm taking in all the beautiful colours in the sky. And recently, when I was holding my newborn twin nieces for the very first time, I really got this sense of awe as I was really paying attention to their cute little baby features, like their little fingers and their fingernails, and sort of really intently listening to the cute baby noises that they make. So you may want to consider similar experiences where you've been able to bring your awareness to the moment you were in and just notice what that was like for you. So a common misconception of mindfulness is that it's about clearing our mind of all our unwanted thoughts and feelings. But with practice, we begin to recognise that actually that's quite an impossible task. Our brains aren't wired to be fully mindful and present at all times. Actually, our minds sort of go off in all sorts of directions, and that's really quite normal. So even when I'm mindfully watching a sunset, I still find that thoughts will crop up for me. Judgments, opinions, memories of other sunsets that I've seen. So mindfulness practice is about noticing where our mind goes and then just gently redirecting it back to the object of our attention again and again and again. So mindfulness can help us to be more present in our lives so that we don't miss out on the beautiful sunsets or the precious moment of holding a newborn and all the other little moments that actually make up our lives. Mindfulness really is a way of being and a way of life. Research that's been conducted on the benefits of mindfulness on psychological well-being is really compelling. So mindfulness can help you to feel less stressed by bringing about a deeper sense of calm in your busy and hectic lives. You will worry and ruminate less. You'll manage challenges and make decisions more effectively. You'll be more productive at work because you'll be less distracted and more focused. And you'll be less reactive so that you respond to difficult situations the way that you want to be, rather than letting any intense emotions get in the way. So most of us will be familiar with our inner critics. It might tell you that you're not a good enough person, that you're not a good enough friend, you're not good enough at your job, or you're just not good enough at life in general. So many of the people that we see here at City Psychology Group really struggle with this. They find that they're spending a lot of time and energy really trying to prove their inner critic wrong. It can become a real battle, and more often than not, the critic wins, and that can leave people feeling really miserable about themselves. So mindfulness can really help us to develop a different relationship with the critic, so that rather than getting all caught up and swept away with it or trying to battle with it, we can begin to slow down, see our thoughts at face value, let the critic be, and begin to bring our awareness to the things that are important to us in our lives. So people who practice mindfulness, they're not free of their difficult thoughts and feelings. It's just that they've developed, and they continue to develop, a different relationship with them so that they can move towards a much more meaningful life. So the great thing about mindfulness is that we can be mindful and be present in any moment in our lives. We can bring our attention and our awareness to anything we're doing at any moment in time. So we can go for a mindful walk and really use our senses to just take in our surroundings. Or we can mindfully eat, where we really take the time to savour our food and notice the sensations as we're chewing. So the most common mindfulness practice is mindful breathing, and I guess that's because we always have our breath to turn to at any moment. So the key is just to find out what works for you. So some people like to develop a bit of a routine where they might spend, say, 10 minutes every day, the same time, same place, to practice mindfulness. So some people like to be a bit more flexible with their time, and they might like to go to mindfulness workshops or mindfulness retreats, or they might like to listen online to mindfulness guided practices, or even go to yoga classes where there's more of an emphasis on breath awareness. To really reap the benefits of mindfulness, it's great if you can try to just incorporate a little bit of practice every day, even just a few minutes. Here at City Psychology Group, we offer a range of personalised mindfulness workshops and classes for beginners and for people who've had a little bit more experience. So if you're interested in mindfulness and have any questions about it, or you'd like to come to one of the groups and workshops that we offer, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about mindfulness or anything else, then don't hesitate to email us at asktheexpert@citypsychology.com.